ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् ॐ नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रमानिलेभ्यः नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च महेश्वराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवधराय च ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधेवासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ॐ श्री वेदव्यास सद्गुरवे नमः श्री उमा महेश्वराभ्यां नमः श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः अथ श्री ब्रह्माण्डपुराणान्तर्गत श्रीमदध्यात्मरामायणं बालकाण्डं प्रार्थनाश्लोकाः ॐ यः पृथ्वीभरवारणाय दिविजैः सम्प्रार्थितश्चिन्मयः सञ्जातः पृथिवीतले रविकुले मायामनुष्योऽव्ययः निश्चक्रं हतराक्षसः पुनरगात् ब्रह्मत्वमाद्यं स्थिरां कीर्तिं पापहरां विधाय जगतां तं जानकीशं भजे विश्वोद्भवस्थितिलयादिषु हेतुमेकं मायाश्रयं विगतमायमचिन्त्य मूर्तिम् आनन्दसान्द्रममलं निजबोधरूपं सीतापतिं विदिततत्त्वमहं नमामि पठन्ति ये नित्यमनन्यचेतसः शृण्वन्ति चाध्यात्मिकसङ्गीतं शुभं रामायणं सर्वपुराणसम्मतं निर्धूतपापाहरिमेव यान्ति ते अध्यात्मरामायणमेव नित्यं पठेद्यदिच्छेद्वबन्धमुक्तिं गवां सहस्रायुधकोटिदानात् फलं लभेद्यः शृणुयात् स नित्यं पुरारगिरिसम्भूता श्रीरामार्णवसङ्गता अध्यात्मरामगङ्गेयं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम् अध्यात्मरामगङ्गेयं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम्. In this Adhyatma Ramayanam of Brahmaanda Purana, the most divine enchanting Sri Rama Hrudayam we studied. Okay. Now only one thought in the introduction to save time. When we go to shop to buy a thing, so we pay the money, the thing is given to us. Then they give a demo and they give us the manual. Now is it not our job to listen every way of operating that instrument from those, observe the demo, and thoroughly reading manual, knowing every intricacies of that, and use that particular thing for our benefit while managing, maintaining it as long as possible. अपने हाथ में है कि ना? Same way, the Shastra Guru teaches us only once. He says this is the Shastra. In that these are the mantras. In that this is the meaning. This meaning indicates us this goal, indicates us this sadhana. This is how it has to be done. More than that, Guru cannot do anything. Anything else if Guru can do, the same thing only he can do again and again. But the one who cannot get from the first to go what is said, he will not get even 10 times after also. Means what? It's only 10% Guru's job. Like my job of, I'm not Guru, but I'm just over 10% where I explain to you what is there in Adhyatma Ramayana, Balakanda, Sri Rama Hrudayam. Now, did you recognize the Rama in your Hrudaya or not? I am not responsible for it. Who is responsible? Every one of us. For me, it is me responsible. For you are. What is the fulfillment of responsibility? Again going home, opening that book, chanting the shlokas, seeing the meaning of every word, understanding the total shloka, feeling inside the meaning of that, knowing what is sadhana indicated in that, doing that sadhana, experiencing it. इतने सारे चीजें कौन करेगा आपके लिए? Nobody can do. We are with all the difficulty coming to the class, that way much better than those who don't come. But this difficulty of this effort of coming to class is not full sufficient. All these things which are mentioned just now have to become part in our life. Then only what is said in Shastra is understood, what is said in Shastra is practiced, what is promised by Shastra is experienced, not otherwise. Like in the Rama Hrudayam, in the beginning also, toward the end also, in the Falashruti, how many things are told ki if somebody does the thorough sadhana of the Rama Hrudayam, he will get this or that, mukti and all that. अब अपने आप थोड़ी मिलता है बिना किए. See, whether it is Upanishad Jnanam, whether it is Bhagavata Jnanam or Ramayana Jnanam, we, the seekers who are seated now as audience, have more responsibility to be taken responsibly as a duty and commitment than we have to do. The more we take this thing, we grow more. If not, क्या है? Now our level of life is what now? गुरु बोलते सुनते हैं, नहीं बोला तो सुनना भी बंद. अरे, how can you transform? What Guru said that you thoroughly study and experience it and involve yourself in sadhana so much. Even one day Guru doesn't take class, you should continue your study Swadhyaya sadhana. Swadhyaya pravachane eva nako maudgalya tadditavah. अब देखो, if I am in vagueness, in if I am the forgetfulness, who is at fault? It is me. जबकि क्या है ज्ञान, क्या है मुक्ति बता चुके हैं राम हृदय में. Three examples are given of Mahakasha, Jalavachinakasha, Jalagata, Vardibimbakasha, so too the Paramatma, then Atma, then Chidavasa Yukta Jivatma, and then the Jivatma is a Karta and that is imposed on the Atma. All these have to be thoroughly understood and worked out. This is the intellectual knowledge on the seat of meditation. By withdrawing from all the doings of the Jivatma dissolves. Like the costumes of that person you remove, the actor is no more there. The person who is there behind costume and actor, he comes out. So too the Atma के ऊपर उपाधियों का costume के कारण जीव बना. Remove the costume, the jiva alone is discovered as Atma. That I have to do it. First intellectually, then practically. Intellectual clarity, as I told yesterday in one of the class, ki I am through upadhi suffering as jiva. When I withdraw from the upadhi, I am liberated. This clarity itself gives so much of solace and consolation. Why? At least you know that this is diagnosed, you know the medicine. अब मेडिसिन अप्लाई करो तो बीमारी ठीक. अब क्या है, बीमारी का है नहीं पता, दवा कैसे पता चलेगा? सफर तो चल ही रहा है. That's why we always seek a good doctor who can diagnose and give proper prescription. Shastra is the one which diagnoses and tells us, by you are suffering as jiva because of upadita adhyatma. Then you have the liberation by detaching from the upadhi and discover your essential self. You are not jivatma as a gata avachinna akasha or jala avachinna jalagata pratibimba akasha. You are the jala vyapta akasha. In fact, you are mahakasha. बता चुके हैं भगवान. Okay, now we have concluded the Sarga 1 of Adhyatma Ramayana Balakandam. Today we come to the second Sarga of Adhyatma Ramayana Balakandam. In this Sarga, Bhoomaatha going to Brahmadeva, Bhoomaatha and Brahmadeva and all Devathas going to Bhagavan Vishnu and praying to him that we are being troubled by these Ravana, Asura, the Rakshasas. Please protect us by eliminating them. Bhagavan assures them, is already planned. I am going to come as the son to Kausalya and Dasharatha along with my other 3 more forms. Be assured. This is what the story aspect, essence of the story aspect of this particular second sarga. And for us, because it's an Adhyatma Ramayanam, from the Adhyatma standpoint, so many hundreds of things can be explained. I am not going to go in that research thesis form, but 2-3 things. What is that? The entire BHOOMAATHA felt bad. She sought Narayana. Narayana came and eliminated all Rakshasas and he relieved the entire Bhumi. No, I am not the entire Bhumi, I am an individual. I am also persecuted by inner and outer Ravana. Then always remember, for Bhumata there is Narayana. For us also there is Paramatma. That Paramatma is everywhere is there. He is in the main Punya Kshetras. He is in the temples in our own town. He is very much in your own Puja Mandiram. He can come if you ask him into your own heart. Believe in his presence and power and pray to him as Bhumata and Brahmadeva did. Just like he came as a Rama and eliminated Ravana and protected, in our life also, the Lord will come in some other form and eliminate that inner and outer Rakshasas. And all the Rakshasas are only two types. One is Avidya, second Avidya Janita, Durgunas. That specially of the Rakshasa Gunas of Rajas and Tamas. Spiritually viewed. है कि नहीं? Because I am suffering because of my own durgunas of tamas and rajas, na? Then I am not able to come out of them. Then I pray to God. God does all the 3-4 activities. First, He makes me born in that family where I get chance to understand this and do sadhana. Then Lord will come to me in the form of Guru. Here, Lord pushes me to that Guru. Lord makes me understand Shastra. Himself prompts me to do sadhana. Each of them are His operations only on me as a result of my prayers, where I want to come out of the tyranny or the pain caused by the Ravanadi Rakshasas in the form of my own Durgunas. राम भगवान अवतार लेते झट से फट से रावण को मार दिए क्या? It took its time, no? Same way, our desire that I want to be liberated and fulfillment of it takes time. In that time, things to be done. Let us do them. Part of it is our Shravanam, then Mananam, then Chintanam, then keeping the world away and becoming meditative, discovering the self inside, seeing the self alone everywhere. And that time, this Ravanadi in the mind, Rajav Tamaguna, they go away. See from the Adhyatmic Drishti. So Bhumata went and asked Narayana, okay, instead of her, you can take yourself. I am also going through my own Jivana's dukkha. Because of the Durguna Rakshasa, Ajnana Rakshasa. Bhagavan comes and remove the Durgunas by Sadguna and Ajnana by the Jnana. Sukjnana, Vijnana, Prajnana. Adhyatma. So I will chant the mantras and keep on explaining. And you being so wise, well brewed, it came in the BBC also. BBC means बहुत बहुत चालाक, chatur. So I have no doubt that you'll be able to catch. And what is there as a story in Sarga 2, what is to be learned, Adhyatmaka Drushti, that also said. If one more thing had to be added, therefore, like Bhumata has a faith, let us also have the faith in the presence of God. Like she prayed, let us also pray. Like she waited, let us also wait. Like it happened in this case, that Bhagavan came, eliminated Ravana and lightened her. So too will happen in our case also, it will happen in our case also. Bhagavan will come in some form, eliminate the bharam of our hridaya, of ajnana. Our life also becomes light. क्लियर? श्रद्धा, ये अध्यात्म रामायण की खूबी है. एक तरफ स्टोरी बताते हुए ही, दूसरी तरफ भक्ति सिखाते हुए ही, तीसरी तरफ तत्व ज्ञान भी सिखाता है. In the bhakti only, the yoga sadhana, karma yoga, whatever you have to do, they are also included. Let us see. Om Mata Srimad Adhyatma Ramayana Brahma Puranantargata Adhyatma Ramayanantargata Pratama BALA KANDAM Pratama KANDAM Advitiya SARGA. So Bhumata Bhara Pidita going to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan gives darshanam and also gives the abhayam and gives them the assurance कि I am going to come. Have patience. Now, there are a few things. In case of Bhumata, which Ravana will come and become heavy on her, she may not have that choice. But in our case, it is not so. Our life is not always only curative. We have a special benefit of having prevention. That is what, Like yesterday, somebody asked me, I'm going through these sufferings, Swamiji, what are the mantras? So I told them 7, 8 mantras and said, do these mantras, definitely you come out of suffering. But when you come out of suffering, don't stop them because these are not only the curative, but they are preventive. More so, right from the day one, if you were lucky enough to be born in a family which taught you all the mantras of invoking the krupa of all the devatas, and if you have done them, they would have prevented all these problems which have come to you. That's what दुख में सुमिरन सब करे सुख में करे न कोई जो सुख में सुमिरन करे तो दुख काय को है. We don't have, though born as Hindus, this simple common sense till our death that we have to be always every day doing our upasanas of the devatas as prevention. For the problems may come to our upadhis. Right from beginning, we have to study the Adhyatma Jnana to prevent the avidya and avidya janita kama krodadi and all that nonsense. आप मरने से पहले जब तक सारे दुष्ट दुर्मार्ग पाप कर चुके हैं बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल मूर्खता एट दैट टाइम इफ यू रिमेंबर द गॉड ही मे हेल्प इन द नेक्स्ट लाइफ बट दिस लाइफ एनीवे सफर्ड नो मूर्ख है हम. From today onwards, let us be very convinced about this is what there is no movement in our life free without chanting name of Lord, praying to the Lord continuously in one or the other form, so that at physical, physiological, psychological level, we have such a powerful preventive rakshana kavacham that none of the problems come to us as the destiny decides. So long without self-created problems, we live and leave the body one day. And these devatas, some of them have, depending on our power of upasana, even to neutralize the prarabdha, dilute the prarabdha, change that prarabdha. I'm telling you by experience. Our prarabdha is so terrible because a lot of whatever papa we have done. That how many times we had to die or we have to go through a suffering hospital. भगवान क्या ना वो पूरा एक ही बड़ा वाला दुख को थोड़ा थोड़ा दे रहे so that our sadhana doesn't stop, that it is clarity. In other case, what it does, depending on the candidate, the prarabdha of the entire life he gives one go and kills that person. Next life without this problem, right from the beginning, sadhana. Both of them happen to a upasaka with full faith doing upasana. Not you and I who don't know what is the meaning of upasana, who just do something mechanically outside, think that we are bhaktas and we are doing upasana. ना हमको ये सब नहीं होते. हम तो अपने गधे की तरह अपने भोज को ले जाना ही पड़ेगा खुद को. But in case of such great upasakas, Bhagavan does that. That is why all the spiritual sadhakas, you can see, known to you, the gurus and all, everyone have problems, but none of their problem overpowering them from stopping them to do their work. आप जाके इंडिया में कितने साधु संत हैं अनरियलाइज्ड येट टू बी डोंट आस्क देम रियलाइज और हाँ एवरीबडी किसी को बीपी है किसी को शुगर है किसी को घुटने का सबको प्रॉब्लम है एंड दैट इज टू द जीव बट विथ ऑल द प्रॉब्लम दे आर डूइंग साधना दे आर नॉट डाइड व्हाई भगवान की उपासना करने से वो कृपा कर देवताओं की उपासना से therefore from today whatever the date 7922 we will definitely every day preventively do the upasanas to the devatas in different rupa so that we are saved preventively. Let us chant daily the Mata Lakshmi related mantras so that we never suffer the lack of money. Let us always worship Mother Saraswati so that our wisdom is intact, that we are not cheated by anyone. Let us always remember Lord Shiva in different forms so that mind is always at peace. Let us remember Narayana Bhagavan so that he gives us alertness and awareness. Let us do the Upasana of Guru Tattva so that the Shastra Jnanam is with us always. In the same way, There are some devatas like Indriyon ke devataएं हैं. Adhisthana devatas are there na? No, pray to Indra. क्या है Om Shri Indraya Namaha? Saying 12 times, 11 times, क्या problem है? Hastayor Indra, you will see that our hands will not have this shaking problem and all. We have not worshipped Indra sufficiently. कोई कोई बेचारा सब ठीक होता है, but हाथ हिलता नहीं. Why should you suffer that? Then Chakshusha Suryaha. Daily chant 11 times Gayatri Mantra. He will take care. See, into our house, so many facilities are coming. To all of them, are you not paying bill? If you don't pay the bill, will they not cut? तो बिजली आ रहा है तो बिजली बिल करो, पानी आ रहा है तो पानी. छोटो तो आंख मिल रहा है देखने का तो भगवान सूर्य को थैंक यू बोलो, पूजा करो. You will see that the eye disease will not come if they are in the prarabdha. To every deha bhaga, there is a Bhagavan. Is it not? And all the bhagas are connected to all the chakras in the deha. So one chakra has connection with the bhagas around it. So each chakra is an adhisthana devata. उनको नमस्कार करते रहो. Those chakras will be intact. The parts around will be intact. Body will not give problem. So to the मन का देवता चंद्रमा है, बुद्धि का बृहस्पति है, अहंकार का रुद्र है, वासुदेवा गॉड फॉर द चित्त. ये सब पढ़कर, दिस नॉट जस्ट टू रीड एंड थ्रो लाइक ए नॉवेल. I tell you, with all the luck and fortune, goodwill, goodness of ours of studying the Shastra, we are equally stupid and foolish fellows to take all these things very lightly. How many times in our different classes we refer to the point that every of the Indriyas have the Adhisthana Devatas? But how many times you felt the thought that therefore let me worship the Adhisthana Devata so that that part remains intact? दिमाग काम ही करता नहीं हमारा. अब देखो, करना चाहिए. No, every day I chant Om Shanno Mitra Samvarnaha. You are chanting or not, God knows. That is protecting me. So too I chant before Bhagavatam Yonta Pravishamamachvam Prasuptam. You will not know that in a hafta it is 2 दिन, in a minute it is 10 दिन. I will be in a condition because of whatever prarabdha, not having even energy to speak. But after chanting that mantra, Pratyaksha Rupa, you can see in 5-10 minutes, all that whatever problems are there, Bhagavan reduces and he gives the energy to speak throughout that class. देख रहे हो आप मुझे हर बार? Do you think it is our effort? Bhagavad Kripa. Along with that, always involve in upasanas of devatas. Best is do the pranava upasana and include all devatas in pranava. Daily chant 12,000 times the Omkara. All our future lives will be with good health, wealth and all, so that we don't suffer the vyavahara. That will never become an obstruction for our sadhana. And never give up them. इसलिए कुल देवता, इष्ट देवता, नित्य पूजा, नित्य अनुष्ठान, नित्य अग्निहोत्र, नित्य गायत्री. बुद्ध लोग थोड़ी थे हमारे गुरु लोग ये सब देने को. मूर्ख है हम कि what most important that we are missing. Instead of the prevention giving devatas, we do all nonsense and get all diseases and go to all those selfish human beings who are only नोच कर हमको पैसा लेकर खा रहे in whatever the form they are, right from governments, the medical companies, the doctors. Everyone is eating away our own money on the name of taxes, on the name of profits, on the name of 5-star type of hospitals. You go and pay lakhs there. Yeah, pocket mein sab hota hai when you remember the God. But this we don't want. It's very sensitive. People don't agree to this. Swami ji, aap hamare business ko ye wo kar rahe ho. By saying so, they are proving that it's a business. Whereas the education and medication and governance should not be a business. It should be a service. Anyway, a debate, then there's no end. Everybody have their own logics. And when no logic works, they point out directly a person, "Aap kya kar rahe ho, batao?" And then I'm doing nothing, therefore I have to keep my mouth shut. Finally, you can question every individual's performance. No. At there, you will be caught catching everyone. That's how the arguments happen. So I'm not telling that way. Our point is what? Learn from this chapter. If Bhagavan is there, we have to preventively also pray to him, get blessed. I'm telling you, prevention. Today also, yesterday ka yesterday tha. आज भी और somebody else का, I gave 6 or 5 minutes of message to that person. I told you, you are lucky that somebody gave you this mantra, and you will be most unlucky if you are neglecting this mantra like you neglected what I was telling you from 16-20 years. Don't neglect. At least now, I gave target and I told order. Generally, I don't say that word because आजकल हमारी बात कौन सुनते हैं? So we don't even recognize that we are alive. Therefore, we don't dare to do that. But because I love that boy, I just said it's an order to you. But whether he receives or not, I don't know. But I visualized if these things are done by him continuously, all the psychological, financial, professional, domestic, all problems, the Bhagavan will take care, yaar. And I told him, यार तुम्हारा मेरा जिंदगी देख, कोई मदद कर रहे क्या तुमको मेरे को, तुम तुम्हारा जिंदगी भगवान. Me and God, other than these two, nobody can help us, remember, throughout life. And this is to you all also. Your own wisdom and discipline and commitment and practice, your own God. इन दोनों के अलावा बाकी कोई हमारे जन्म को जीवन को हेल्प नहीं कर सकते हमको अपने जीवन में. Come to that thought fixation, I am telling you. I have come to that. Nobody can help me other than God and myself. And to come to that conviction only, Bhagavan gives all experiences. Thereafter, it doesn't mean that we don't take anybody's help. We take, but we know God only sending through them. So that when somebody doesn't help us, we know God doesn't want. Then we have no problem with anybody doing or not doing. We are always in the remembrance of God. That is the sadhana we have to reach to. But the main point is what? Upasaka bhano. भगवान सा नित्य नाता जोड़ो. उनके कृपा से एक अति दृढ़ रक्षणा कवचम बना अपने चारों तरफ. फिर जिंदगी में सब छोटे छोटे दुखों से बचते हुए बड़े बड़े साधनाएं करते रहना. सीधे औकात ऑफ दिस बॉडी इतना ही है. बट इसको थोड़ा भी सर दर्द पेट दर्द हो गया, दैट डे स्टडी ऑफ ब्रह्म विद्या इज गॉन. है तो छोटा लेकिन नुकसान देखो कितना बड़ा कर रहा है. Then you have to avoid it. You can't neglect it. Prevention is better than cure. Daily, all Gayatri mantras, every mantra, the Arogya mantra, the Dhanvantri mantra, the Lalita mantra, Hanuman Jalisa mantra, हर दिन हमारे जीवन में याद रखो. 1 hour minimum stotra chanting, Veda mantra chanting, Upanishad chanting होना है. At least 1 hour we have to do the variety japas and the mantra of the devata, as I told you now, for prevention. At least 1 to 2 hours we have to listen to satsanga. 1 to 2 hours we have to do study dhyanam ityadi. 6 to 8 hours if we cannot give, especially those who are retired and all, then we are not doing the best to us. We are missing the greatest in our life. Those who are in professions and jobs and domestic, don't have that much time. 8 hours to gone for serving the world, 8 क्या 10 hours आते जाते. Then 4-5 hours go for the family. बाकी 8 घंटे सोना है ना उनको. But those who are free from all these bondages and obligations, children are settled, husband is so busy on TV, not troubling you, आराम से अपना खाओ पियो मजा कर रहे हो, not troubling you. If that opportunity we don't encash, then what better opportunity Bhagavan can give? I'm just telling, by the way, assorted thoughts, 6 to 8 hours per day. Clear? So 6 घंटे आप ही तो खा रहे हो. Only Telugu people can say. Hindi English वाले सुबह 9 को छोड़ा शाम को 6 तक 9 hours you are free birds. I don't know what you are doing. Anyway, understood. भूदेवी की तरह हमको भी भगवान के ऊपर भरोसा प्रार्थना करना है. Let us do the chapter. अथ द्वितीयः सर्गः बालकाण्डे पार्वत्युवाच. Parvati Uma Maheshwara Samvada, the entire Adhyatma Ramayana. So having heard the Sri Rama Hrudayam taught by Rama to Hanuman, Sita to Hanuman, she heard it from Lord Shiva. Now she says, Parvati Vacha, Dhanyasmi Anugruhitasmi Krutarthasmi Jagat Prabho विच्छिन्नो मेति संदेह ग्रंथिर भवदनुग्रहात्। तो ये एक श्लोक फिर आधा घंटा लगेगा मुझे एक्सप्लेन करने में। लिटरल मीनिंग ऐसे, हे प्रभु, ओ माय लॉर्ड, पार्वती जी इज टेलिंग टू शिव भगवान, धन्या अस्मि, आई एम ब्लेस्ड। धन्या अस्मि, यू नो द मीनिंग ऑफ धन्या? नॉट जो सब्जी में डालने वाली धनिया। आई एम धन्य, आई एम ब्लेस्ड। एंड धन्या अस्मि, आई एम फुलफिल्ड। धन्य मीन्स धन्य हो गया मैं। देन अनुगृहीता अस्मि, आई एम ब्लेस्ड आल्सो। Again, I explained the word anugrahita. When I hold on to Guru, then he in subsequently holds me and gives the upadesha. That is called anugraha. I do the graha of Guru feet, and Guru does anugraha through upadesha. So she went to Shiva and asked. That was her grahanam, holding to him. And he gave the upadesha, that was anugraha. So I am dhanya because I came and held you. And again I am dhanya because you blessed me. Therefore, going to the Guru, half dhanyata, being blessed by the Guru with wisdom, is the other half. Therefore, fulfill the life by being blessed by the Guru. Here, Guru, husband is Guru there. He is Shiva, simultaneously Pati bhi hai, Parameshwar bhi hai, Guru bhi hai. Dhanyasmi, Anugruhitasmi. Now, in these words, I am not able to give time to explain that her gratitude, her feeling of devotion, all of that you have to feel it. ये आपके लिए होमवर्क। मैं हर एक चीज बताऊं तो फिर मुश्किल होता है। नॉट दैट आई कांट, आई हैव टू स्टडी सो मेनी टेक्स्ट बुक्स। इतना लंबा लिस्ट है मेरा। सो मैं थोड़ा बताता हूँ, बाकी आप भी यूज करना बुद्धि। सो धन्यास्मि, क्लियर, अनुगृहीतास्मि। सी थर्ड वन, कृतार्थास्मि, कृतकृत्य भी हो गई हूं मैं। अर्थ कृतम, कृतार्थ मीन्स द पर्पस इज फुलफिल्ड। I am fulfilled, I am blessed, the purpose of life also is fulfilled. Hey Jagat Prabhu, the Lord of the world. Three things. The fourth one, Vicchinno me ati sandeha granthi. The knot of the thought, doubt in my heart is vichinnaha, removed. Bhavad anugrahat, by your grace. See, anugrhitasmi, anugrahat. 2 times in same sloka. So the knot of the heart is gone. Like tomorrow we'll see in Telugu class, Vidyate Hrudaya Grantihi, Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha, Kshiyante Chasya Karmani, Tasmin Drishte Paravare. So what was the doubt and the jignasa she had? The jignasa is Mahapurusha Lakshanam. Then Bhagavan told through Sita's mouth to Hanumanji the Rama Paramatma's Parabrahma Swarupa Lakshanas. Rama Midhi Parabrahma Sachidananda Lakshanam. So if I also chant 20 times, then I may remember the shloka. But can't I? Like Duksha Viveka, everyday chanting, we have learnt it by heart. So Rama, he Parabrahma ke lakshana hai, Parabrahma Rami Purushottam hai, and you asked about him, Jignasa, it is told. Then she had a doubt. Is Rama realized when he was avatara? If yes, why he cried? If he cried, is a jiva, why should I worship him? That also answer is given. Again, by the mouth of Mata Sita only, everything is done by me, the Mula Prakriti, not Rama. Then everything is superimposed on Rama by those who are aviveki. And to that, Bhagavan Krishna, Ram himself, later on, gave such a highest wisdom, because of which such questions never crop up again. And what is the wisdom given? What is there is Parabrahma Paramatma Sarvavyapaka. He alone is the Atma. The Atma alone in the Antakarana Vritti is expressing as Jiva. Jiva only does everything that is superimposed on the Atma or Paramatma. And at a higher level of inquiry, the Jiva himself is pseudo, delusory, unreal. When he himself is unreal, how can his doings are real then? Then how come all of them are happening? Because of Maya and Avidya. What is Maya and Avidya? Not knowing the Paramatma as Paramatma. Then what to do? Get Vidya. What? Of Paramatma as what? That he is Sachidananda and my own self. Then the Avidya goes away, the Jiva Bhava goes away, his doings goes away, samsara goes away. So the snake is hissing. and you are afraid it will bite you. Where is the snake here when you recognize the rope? Ignorance of rope made me imagine the snake, and all the doings of snake frightened me. When I recognize the rope, snake gone, fears gone. When I recognize the self, the jiva gone, is kartrutva bhoktrutva, samsara also is gone. That is what is the knowledge once for all. Now, after listening to this, the Parvati will not have doubt for about herself, about Shiva, about Rama, or any avatar. Rama gave both jnanam. From Paramatma Drushti, with his Maya, he remaining himself, permitting Maya to do everything. That's what Sita Upadesh to Hanuman. Rama is Parabrahma and Mula Prakriti. It is in the totality level. At the individuality level, what Rama told is where from the Jiva Bhava coming and how it is doing whatever it is doing. But whether even if you are experiencing the Upadhi Kruta Karma, Karma Phala, yet it is unreal from the reality standpoint. They were recognized and established in your real self. Every Jiva can that way be liberated. So Parvati has two doubts. Doubts for herself as a Jiva and doubts about the Paramatma. The Paramatma Sambandhi Samshaya Sita ji cleared. Jiva Sambandhi Samshaya Rama cleared. Therefore, her Samshaya Granthi of the heart cut asunder. That is what she is claiming there, explaining there, acknowledging. कि धन्यास्मि अनुगृहीतास्मि कृतार्थास्मि जगत् प्रभो विच्छिन्नो मेति संदेह ग्रंथिर्भवदनुग्रहात् भवद अनुग्रहात् में अतिसंदेह ग्रंथि विच्छिन्नः अतः हम धन्यास्मि अनुगृहीतास्मि कृतार्थास्मि हे जगत् प्रभो. In this way, when we approach the Guru, before with faith, that faith makes the Guru teach us and make us do sadhana. And through sadhana, when we get the siddhi, then out of gratitude we tell him, Bhagavan, I also crossed all these avidya. Now I am in the clear-cut experience of this self in me and self in all is same Paramatma. Okay, so this first shloka talks about it. Then she says, Tanmukhad galitam rama tattvam mrutarasayanam vibantya me mano deva na trupyati bhavapaham. Hey Deva, O Lord, Tanmukhad galitam. See, Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam. We chant out Bhagavatam. Galitam. Tanmukhad galitam. That which has flown, came out from your mouth. What is that? Rama Tattva Amrita Rasayanam. See? Rama Tattva Amrita Rasayanam. See, Rama, Lord. Rama Tattva is Parabrahma. That itself is Amrita. Because Rama is Amrita, Brahma is Amrita. And for me it is Amrita. For both taste to the ears as well as to my own Jiva in me. Jiva is Murta Praya because of Upadhi Adhyatma. But Upadhi is gone, so I discovered my Amrita Tattva. Therefore, it is Rasayanam. See, Rasayanam. Ayanam means destination. And what destination we want? At the physical level, health. At the mind level, happiness. At the spiritual level, bliss. That's called Ayanam. And the Rasa is medicine. So, Rasayana Shastram, medical science. So, that Rasa is medicine. So physical health के लिए physical rasayanam, medicines and nutritious food. Psychological health के लिए psychological rasayanam of all the good values and qualities. Spiritual health के लिए spiritual rasayanam of Atmajnana. So you gave Rama Tattva Amruta Rasayanam. See? And you know each of the word and explain it. How looks it so tasty. Tad mukhad galitam Rama Tattva Amruta Rasayanam pibantya. Pite, having been drunk, that me manaha, my mind, hey Deva, O Lord, na trupyati. He is not getting contented. And this Amrita is bhava apaham. Bhava is a roga. Samsara roga ko dur karne wala Bhagwan Ram ka tattva ka Amrita rasayana pite mujhe trupti nahi hua. Me pibantya he Deva na trupyati bhava apaham. Therefore, what do you want? Sri Ramasya katha tattvaha shruta sankshepato maya idanim shrotumichhami vistarena sputaksharam. Therefore, Lord, Sri Ramasya Katha Tattva Shuta Sankshepato Maya. So Ramasya Katha, Ramasya Tattva Maya Sankshepato Shuta. Katha was taught by Sita only, no? While she was telling to Hanumanji, she told first Rama Tattva as Brahma. She told his Mula Prakriti. Then in 5-7 slokas, she narrated entire Katha. And that is what Shivaji told Parvati. Therefore, I heard in short the Katha. So also the Tattva also in short I heard. In short means you gave in detail. But in your precise teaching, all the details are included. But I need the detailed explanation. Therefore, what she says, Idanim shotumichami vistarena sputaksharam. So, in exhaustion, I want to listen. Sputaksharam means from your nectarine sweet mouth, wherein you are experiencing your Brahma Tattva identical with Rama Tattva. You are also reveling in your great devotion to Rama and his Leelas. तो राम लीला आप जानते हो, राम भक्ति आपके पास है, राम के साथ एकता के अनुभव में आप हो. With that अनुभव in the sputa akshara, with the beautiful nectarine crystalline words, teach me in detail Rama Katha, again Rama Tattva, because when I heard in short, I am not fully contented. Now, if you are not fully contented, how do you say in the beginning, Dhanyasmi, Anuguritasmi, Krutartasmi? Here, Dhanyata, Anugraha, Krutartha is what? She has recognized the disease, she found the medicine, but she'll have to be administering that medicine. That medicine administration takes time. So, the taking time is wanting to listen Katha long in detail. This is one way. Otherwise, what? These great rishis, Guru, Munu, Devata, वो लोग इंटरेक्शन ऐसे नाटक करते हैं सो दैट उनके इंटरेक्शन द्वारा हमारे लिए कोई शास्त्र मिल जाए ताकि हम समझ सकें. परोक्ष प्रिया ही देवा. प्रत्यक्ष रूपेण ब्रह्म विद्या इज देयर फॉर मुक्ति ऑफ उपनिषद्स. But many times pratyaksha we don't study. We want paroksha. Therefore, through the Purana, Ityasa, in that, the Guru Shishya Rupa discussion, it is spoken. Now, the speciality of Adhyatma Ramayana is the Guru Shishya are both Jagat Pita Shiva and Jagat Janani Parvati only. What an ultimate! That gives the authority and sanctity and divinity and reliability to this text called Adhyatma Ramayana. शिव पार्वती का संवाद है भाई, और क्या हो सकता है इससे बढ़कर? Authenticity. So she asked, Ki vistarena idam shotumichami sputaksha. Then listening to this, Bhagavan Shiva slowly introduces the thing where the Bhumi going to Brahma, all of them going to Vishnu. Then they do lovely prayer, and there Bhagavan Vishnu's Divya Sundara Rupa is explained. So is described to us in words. Then Bhagavan gives the assurance. ये सारे हमको जो इंट्रोडक्शन में मैंने बताया 20 मिनट लेकर कि भगवान का अस्तित्व एंड यू कैन प्रे टू हिम, ही लिसन्स and gives us darshana, he gives assurance, he gives protection, he gives knowledge, he gives mukti. Of all that, we have to develop the faith. And this opportunity is there more only for we who are in Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, because we have so many Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihas. बेचारे दूसरे लोगों को उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है, but थोड़ा है. But and the first good thing in them is what? They have one only, two only texts, one only. With that, they are getting so much devotion. And so many we have, still we are getting confused more than devotion. Either because they telling people the gurus are not able to bring the oneness or synchronization, or we are biased while listening. The number of avatars, devata rupas, number of kathas, Purana, Itihasa and Shruti is only luxury of Hinduism, not to confuse. In and through all of them, what is given is one. Like a luxurious hotel, 200 items are there. Not to confuse you, but to give you every taste, a person of every taste, to give the joy of satisfaction of eating food, that they have so many. So to a supermarket. Not to confuse you, so many things are there. It only says anybody can come to me, supermarket, their requirements are fulfilled. अब एक दुकान है, उसमें एक ही चीज है, तो वो चाहिए जो चाहता वही जाएगा वो, बाकी को नहीं. So too, Hinduism is a big supermarket. In that, विष्णु भक्त कैन गो, विष्णु शिव भक्त, आप क्या बताओ मैं, सगुण वाले निर्गुण वाले हर बंदे के लिए समान है. And it is ancient, eternal, Bhagavad Nisrutam, therefore it caters to every need. And for our own information, others may not agree, they may fight with us. There is no religion which is not an offshoot of Hinduism. Whether they agree or not, directly or indirectly. There is no thing new. Because it is eternal, Sanatana. The Jnana, the Vishayas cannot be created. They are always there. By the way. Now what Bhagavan's answer is a beautiful thing. Tomorrow we'll see. Sarvam Sri Ramarpanamom. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Sri Bol Sri Umameshwara Bhagavan Ki Jai. Bol Sri Rama Bhagavan Ki Jai. Bol Sri Veda Vyasa Bhagavan Ki Jai. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. I finished little early because electricity कभी जाएगा तो फिर वो आधा रुक जाएगा इसलिए. Let us do our chantings as we did every day. First general chanting. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amritakalashastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokya Nathaya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. This is a preventive mantra of Bhagavan Dhanvantari. Every day we are doing. So too the Lalita mantra. Then we are doing Hanumanji. Then we are doing 16 times Hanumanji, 16 times Shiva, 3 times Bhagavan Nrsimha. All of them are for preventing Stula Sukshma Karana, Vighna, for you and me, the listener seekers, and to all whoever are in the righteous right path. Om Bhagyabdi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghanagana Roga Parvata Dambholeram Mrutyudara Kutharikaye Namo Namaha. Om Nasai Roga Harai Sabapera Japata Nirantara Hanumata Veera. Om Shri Hanumat Veeraya Namaha. Om Shri Hanumate 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 Namaha. Shiva mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Nrsimha. Om Vajranakhaye Vidmahe Tikshnadargashtraye Dhimahi Tanno Narasimha Prachodayat. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Prahladaya Cha. Om Vajranakhaye Vidmahe Tikshnadargashtraye Dhimahi Tanno Narasimha Prachodayat. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Prahladaya Cha. Om Vajranakhaye Vidmahe Tikshnadargashtraye Dhimahi Tanno Narasimha Prachodayat. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Prahladaya Cha. Today we are chanting Shri Tripura Sundari Ashtakam, Shri Sharada Bhujanga Prayatha Ashtakam, all are written by Bhagavan Adi Shankara. Procure the script somewhere and looking at that, you can do the chanting of it. For that purpose only, every day 2-3 stotras we are doing. अब देखते देखते in 15 days we have done 25-30 stotra. Continue for 3-4 months, we will be ending up in doing more than 200 stotra parayanam available for you on YouTube. Although I don't have the tune and all, at least you know there are such stotras which have such a divine meaning of tattva as well as prarthana and upasana in them, through which we can have our surrender devotion to God, invoke His grace for our outer and inner life. So beautiful they are all. And Lord wants, then we will see the meaning of them also in one of the years. Jab Bhagwan chahe tab. My main focus is to cover the Shastras written by our Upanishad Rishis as well as Veda Vyasa and Valmiki. वो हायर है इन सब से, इसलिए मैं उसके ऊपर ज़्यादा ध्यान दे रहा हूँ. Upanishad is our main Samman Bonam or quintessence of knowledge. Therefore, that we are studying. So too, our study of Bhagavatam is Vyasa Kritam. Ramayanam earlier was Valmiki Kritam. They are all ancient eternal texts. And Vidurniti again given to us by Veda Vyasa through the Vidura. Then Bhagavan Shankara's literature also equal at par. Therefore, that also we are doing through Drukdusha Viveka and Vishnu Asram Bhashya, Upanishad Bhashyam and here. Om अथ श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत श्री त्रिपुर सुंदरी अष्टकम् कदम्बवनवासिनीं मुनिकदम्बकादम्बिनीं नितम्बजितभूधरां सुरनितम्बिनी सेवितां वनाम्बुरुहलोचनाम् अभिनवाम्बुदश्यामलां त्रिलोचनकुटुम्बिनीं त्रिपुरसुन्दरीम् आश्रये कदम्बवनचारिणीं कनकवल्लकी धारिणीं महारमणिहारिणीं मुखसमुल्लसद्वारुणीं दयाविभवकारिणीं विशदरोचनाचारिणीं त्रयम्बककुटुम्बिनीं त्रिपुरसुन्दरीम् आश्रये कदम्बवनशालया कचभरोल्लसन्मालया कुचोपमितशैलया गुरुकृपालसद्वेलया मदारुणकपोलया मधुरगीतवाचालया कयापि कनलीलया कवचिता वयं लीलया कदम्बवनमध्यगां कनकमण्डपोपस्थितां षडम्बुरुहवासिनीं वासिनीं सततसिद्धसौधामिनीं विडम्बितजपारुचिं विकचचन्द्रचूडामणिं त्रिलोचनकुटुम्बिनीं त्रिपुरसुन्दरीम् आश्रये कुशाञ्चितविपञ्चिकां कुटिलकुन्तलालङ्कृतां कुशेशयनिवासिनीं कुटिलचित्तविद्वेषिणीं मदारुणविलोचनां मनसि जारि सम्मोहिनीं मतङ्गमुनिकन्यकां मधुरभाषिणीम् आश्रये स्मरेत् प्रथमपुष्पिणीं रुधिरबिन्दुनीलाम्बरां गृहीतमधुपात्रिकां मधुविघूर्णनेत्राञ्चलां घनस्तनभरोन्नतां गलितचूलिकां श्यामलां त्रिलोचनकुटुम्बिनीं त्रिपुरसुन्दरीमाश्रये सकुङ्कुमविलेपनां अलकचुम्बिकस्तोरिकां सबन्धहसितेक्षणां सशरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनीम् अरुणमाल्यभूषाम्बरां जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मराम्यम्बिकां पुरन्दरपुरन्ध्रिका शिखुरबन्धसैरन्ध्रिकां पितामहपतिव्रता पटुपटीरचर्याततां मुकुन्दरमणीमणि रसदलङ्क्रियाकारिणीं भजामि भुवनाम्बिकां सुरवधूटिका चेटिकाम् इति श्री आद्यशङ्कराचार्य कृत श्री त्रिपुरसुन्दरी अष्टकम् अथ श्री आद्यशङ्कराचार्य विरचित श्री शारदा भुजंग प्रयात अष्टकम् ओम सुवक्षोजकुम्भां सुधापूर्णकुम्भां प्रसादावलम्बां प्रपुण्यावलम्बां वदान्येन्दुबिम्बां सदानोष्टबिम्बां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बां कटाक्षे दयार्द्रां करे ज्ञानमुद्रां कलाभिर्विनिद्रां कलापैः सुभद्रां पुरस्त्रीविनिद्रां पुरस्तुङ्गभद्रां भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बां ललामां कपालां लसद्गानलोलां स्वभक्तैकपालां यशश्रीकपोलां करे साक्षमालां कनद्रत्नमालां भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बां सुसीमन्तवेणीं दृशानिर्जितैणीं रणत्कीरवाणीं नमद्वज्रपाणिं सुधामन्धरास्यां मुदा चिन्त्यवेणीं भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बां सुशान्तां सुदेहां द्रुगन्ते कचान्तां लसत्सल्लताङ्गीम् अनन्ताम् अचिन्त्यां स्मृतां तापसैः सर्गपूर्वस्थितां तां भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बां कुरङ्गे तुरङ्गे मृगेन्द्रे खगेन्द्रे मराळे मदेभे महोक्षेऽधिरूढां महत्यां नवम्यां सदा सामरूपां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बां ज्वलत्कान्तिवह्निं जगन्मोहनाङ्गीं भजन्मानसाम्भोजशुभ्रान्तभृङ्गीं निजस्तोत्रसङ्गीतनृत्यप्रसङ्गीं भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बां भवां भोजनेत्राजसम्पूज्यमानां लसन्मन्दहास प्रभावक्त्रचिह्नां चलच्चञ्चलाचारुताटङ्ककर्णां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बां भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम्। ओम श्री शारदा माता की जय। इति श्री आद्यशंकराचार्य कृत श्री शारदा भुजंग प्रयात अष्टकम। टुमारो गौरी दशकम, भवानी भुजंग प्रयातम, and two enough. Then Devi Navaratna Malika, all of them follow. Today we will do Shri Ganapati Stotrams. We got 2-3 more days for the Ganapati Pujas going on. Today, Shri Santana Ganapati Stotram, then Shri Gakaara Ganapati Ashtottara Shathanama Stotram, Ganapati Gakaara, if possible, those 108 names also we do. Totally 10 to 12 minutes it will take. Start. ओम श्री महागणपति अनुग्रह द्वारा समस्त विघ्न निवारण रिद्धि सिद्धि प्राप्ति द्वारा अस्मिन् जन्मनि अस्मिन् क्षणे व ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्धि द्वारा मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च श्री संतान गणपति स्तोत्रम श्री गणपति गकार स्तोत्र शतनाम स्तोत्र नामावल्याः पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्री संतान गणपति स्तोत्रम। ओम नमोस्तु गणनाथाय सिद्धिबुद्धियुताय च सर्वप्रदाय देवाय पुत्रवृद्धिप्रदाय च गुरुदराय गुरवे गोप्त्रे गुह्यासिताय ते गोप्याय गोपिताशेष भुवनाय चिदात्मने विश्वमूलाय भव्याय विश्वसृष्टिकराय ते नमो नमस्ते सत्याय सत्यपूर्णाय शुण्डिने एकदन्ताय शुद्धाय सुमुखाय नमो नमः प्रपन्नजनपालाय प्रणतार्तिविनाशिने शरणं भव देवेश सन्ततिं सुदृढां कुरु भविष्यन्ति च ये पुत्रा मत्कुले गणनायक ते सर्वे तव पूजार्थं निरताः स्युर्वरो मतः पुत्रप्रदमिदं स्तोत्रं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकम् इति श्री संतान गणपति स्तोत्रम्। अथ श्री गणपति गकार अष्टोत्तर शतनाम स्तोत्रम्। ओम गकार रूपो गंभीजो गणेशो गणवंदितः गणनीयो गणो गण्यो गणनातीत सद्गुणः गगनादिक सुद्गंगा सुतो गंगा सुतार्चितः गंगाधर प्रीतिकरो गवीशेड्यो गदापहः गदाधर नुतो गद्य पद्यात्मक कवित्वदः गजास्यो गजलक्ष्मीवान् गजवाजिरथप्रजः गञ्जानिरत शिक्षाकृत् गणितज्ञो गणोत्तमः गण्डदानाञ्चितो गन्ता गण्डो बलसमाकृतिः गगनव्यापको गम्यो गमनादिविवर्जितः गण्डदोषहरो गण्डभ्रमद्भ्रमरकुण्डलः गतागतज्ञो गतिदो गतमृत्युर्गतोद्भवः गन्धप्रियो गन्धवाहो गन्धसिन्धुरबृन्दगः गन्धादिपूजितो गव्यभोक्ता गर्गादिसन्नुतः गरिष्ठो गरभिद्गर्वहरो गरलिभूषणः गविष्ठो गर्जितारावो गभीरहृदयो गति गलत्कुष्ठहरो गर्भप्रदो गर्भार्भरक्षकः गर्भाधारो गर्भवासी शिशुज्ञानप्रदायकः गरुत्मत्तुल्यजवनो गरुडध्वजवन्दितः गयेडितो गयाश्राद्धफलदश्च गयाकृतिः गदाधारावतारी च गन्धर्वनगरार्चितः गन्धर्वगानसन्तुष्टो गरुडाग्रजवन्दितः गणरात्र समाराध्यो गर्हणस्तुति सौम्य साम्यधीः गर्तावनाभिर्गव्यूतिः दीर्घतुण्डो गभस्तिमान् गर्हिताचार दूरश्च गरुडोबलभूषितः गजारिविक्रमो गन्धभूषवाजीगतश्रमः गवेषणीयो गहनो गहवनस्थ मुनिस्तुतः गवयच्चित् गण्डकभिद्गह्वरात् पथवारणः गजदन्तायुधो गर्ज त्रिपुघ्नो गजकर्णिकः गजचर्मामयच्छेत्ता गणाध्यक्षो गणार्चितः गणिकावर्तनप्रीतो गच्छन् गन्धफलीप्रियः गन्धकादिरसाधीशो गणकानन्ददायकः गर्भादिजमर्हर्ता गण्डकीगाहनोत्सुकः गण्डूषीकृतवाराशिः गरिमालघिमादिदः गवाक्षवत्सौदवासी गर्भितो गर्भिणीनुतः गन्धमादन शैलाभो गण्डभेरुण्डविक्रमः गदितो गद्गदाराव संस्तुतो गह्वरीपतिः गजेड्गवीयान् गद्येड्यो गतभीर्गदितागमः गर्हणीयगुणाभावो गङ्गादिकशुचिप्रदः गणनातीतविद्याश्रीबलायुष्यादिदायकः एवं श्रीगणनाथस्य नाम्नामष्टोत्तरं शतं पठनात् श्रवणात् पुंसां श्रेयः प्रेमप्रदायकं पूजान्ते यः पठेन्नित्यं प्रीतः सन्तस्य विघ्नराट् यं यं कामयते कामं तं तं शीघ्रं प्रयच्छति दूर्वयाभ्यर्चयन् देवम् एकविंशतिवासरान् एकविंशतिवारं यो नित्यं स्तोत्रं पठेद्यति तस्य प्रसन्नो विघ्नेशः सर्वान् कामान् प्रयच्छति इति श्रीगणपतिगकाराष्टोत्तरशतनामस्तोत्रं संसारसागरे घोरे पतितं गतिवर्जितं दीनबन्धो दया सिन्धो मामुद्धर गणाधिप मामुद्धर गणाधीश मामुद्धर विनायक मामुद्धर परब्रह्मन् मामुद्धर कृपानिधे. See this stotra, 108 names of Ganapati, all starting with Ga Akshara. Like this, our great gurus, rishis, munis, bhaktas have written many stotrams like this on many devatas. Like this, another famous one I have seen is of Lord Vishnu, starting with Va Akshara, and that is Sahasranama. 1000 names only with Va, means all the Va guna, Va, Vi, Vu, Vai. Va Akshar se Hazar Naam, starting with Va Akshar. This also starting with Ga on Ganapati, 109 names. We chanted the Stotram now. We are doing the Namavali now. Just listen and enjoy. Just remember Ganapati in your heart, and you are offering all the beautiful flowers and leaves and petals. Leaves. जो भगवान को पसंद है गणपति को, offering at his feet. Just listen these mantras. ओम अतः श्री गणपति गकार अष्टोत्तर शतनामावलिः ओम 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 गकार रूपाय नमः ओम गंभीजाय नमः गंभीजाय नमः ओम गणेशाय नमः ओम गणवंदिताय नमः ओम गणनीयाय नमः ओम गणाय नमः ओम गण्याय नमः ओम गणनातीत सद्गुणाय नमः ओम गगनादिक सृजे नमः ओम गंगासुताय नमः ओम गंगासुतार्चिताय नमः ओम गंगाधर प्रीतिकराय नमः ओम गवीशेड्याय नमः ओम गदापहाय नमः ओम गदाधर सुताय नमः ओम गद्यपद्यात्मक कवित्वदाय नमः ओम गजास्याय नमः ओम गजलक्ष्मीपते नमः ओम गजवाजिरथप्रदाय नमः ओम गंजानिरत शिक्षाकृतये नमः ओम गणितज्ञाय नमः ओम गणोत्तमाय नमः ओम गंडदानांचिताय नमः ओम गंत्रे नमः ओम गंडोपल समाकृतये नमः ओम गगनव्यापकाय नमः ओम गम्याय नमः ओम गमनादि विवर्जिताय नमः ओम गंडदोषहराय नमः ओम गंडभ्रमरकुंडलाय नमः ओम गतागतज्ञाय नमः ओम गतिदाय नमः ओम गतमृत्यवे नमः ओम गतोद्भवाय नमः ओम गंधप्रियाय नमः ओम गंधवाहाय नमः ओम गंधसिंधुरभृंदगाय नमः ओम गंधादिपूजिताय नमः ओम गव्यभोक्त्रे नमः ओम गर्गादिसन्नुताय नमः ओम गरिष्ठाय नमः ओम गर्भिदे नमः ओम गर्वहराय नमः ओम गरलिभूषणाय नमः ओम गविष्ठाय नमः ओम गर्जितारावाय नमः ओम गभीरहृदयाय नमः ओम गदिने नमः ओम गलत्कुष्ठहराय नमः ओम गर्भप्रदाय नमः ओम गर्भार्भरक्षकाय नमः ओम गर्भाधाराय नमः ओम गर्भवासी शिशुज्ञानप्रदाय नमः ओम गरुत्मत्तुल्य जवनाय नमः ओम गरुड़ध्वजवंदिताय नमः ओम गयेडिताय नमः ओम गया श्राद्धफलदाय नमः ओम गयाकृतये नमः ओम गदाधारावतारिणे नमः, ओम गंधर्वनगरार्चिताय नमः, ओम गंधर्वगानसन्तुष्टाय नमः, ओम गरुडाग्रजवन्दिताय नमः, ओम गणरात्रसमाराध्याय नमः, ओम गर्हणास्तुतिसाम्यधिये नमः, ओम गर्तावनावये नमः, ओम गव्यूतिदीर्घतुण्डाय नमः, ओम गभस्तिमते नमः, ओम गर्हिताचारदूराय नमः, ओम गरुडोपलभूषिताय नमः, ओम गजारिविक्रमाय नमः, ओम गन्धमूषवाजिने नमः, ओम गतश्रमाय नमः, ओम गवेषणीयाय नमः, ओम गहनाय नमः, ओम गहनस्थमुनिस्तुताय नमः, ओम गवयच्छिदे नमः, ओम गण्डकभिदे नमः, ओम गह्वरापतवारणाय नमः, ओम गजदन्तायुधाय नमः, ओम गर्जत्रिपुघ्नाय नमः, ओम गजकर्णिकाय नमः, ओम गजचर्मामयक्षेत्रे नमः, ओम गणाध्यक्षाय नमः, ओम गणार्चिताय नमः, ओम गणिकानर्तनप्रीताय नमः, ओम गच्छते नमः, ओम गन्धफलीप्रियाय नमः, ओम गन्धकादिरसाधीशाय नमः, ओम गणकानन्ददायकाय नमः, ओम गणभादिजनुर्हर्त्रे नमः, ओम गण्डकी गाहनोत्सुकाय नमः, ओम गण्डूषीकृतवाराशये नमः, ओम गरिमालघुमातिदाय नमः, ओम गवाक्षवत्सोदवासिने नमः, ओम गर्भिताय नमः, ओम गर्भिणीनुताय नमः, ओम गन्धमादनशैलाभाय नमः, ओम गण्डभेरुण्डविक्रमाय नमः, ओम गदिताय नमः, ओम गद्गदारावसंस्तुताय नमः, ओम गह्वरीपतये नमः, ओम गजेशाय नमः, ओम गरीयसे नमः, ओम गद्येड्याय नमः, ओम गतभिदे नमः, ओम गदितागमाय नमः, ओम गर्हणीयगुणाभावाय नमः, ओम गंगाधिकशुचिप्रदाय नमः, ओम गणानातीतविद्याश्रीबलायुष्यादिदायकाय नमः, ओम इति श्रीगणपतिगकार अष्टोत्तरशतनामावलिः ओंकारमाद्यं प्रवदन्ति सन्तो वाचश्रुतीनामपि यं गृह्णन्ति गजाननं देवगणानताङ्घ्र्यं भजेऽहमर्धेन्दुकृतावतंसम् ओम शांति शांति शांति. How beautiful it is. Instead of reveling in all these great shastra, see, overnight it won't happen, but slowly you have to keep on adding and improving our spiritual involvements. That is what the duty we have to do. Urvosva pranayapana vyana udana sama brahmane brahmarpanam sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम नित्य जगन मोहन बाल गोपाल वेणुगान लोल वेदांत वेद्य नवनीत चोर भक्त जनाधार परम दयावात मुक्ति संदायक गी परम योगेश पार्थ साधुप कृष्ण सर्वमंगल ओ अन्नदत्र सूर्यवतारकम नेमा तमेव भान्त सभासो नारायणाय द्वासिदासत नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या मंगल ओम सौदाश्रित सीता राम भाई ओम आप ब्रह्म ये में गुरु वाक्य व्याख्या बोल श्यावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय. रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीतादि समस्त सनातन वैदिक संस्कृति शास्त्र की जय. वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. विश्वामित्र विश्वामित्र तुलसीदास रामायणाचार्य की जय. ओम बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. अनम पार्वती मदे हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम अम्बे माता की जय. Electricity fluctuation before it spoils all our computers. Let me put off. Hari Om. 1, 2, 3.